Back with another Snowtime Productions podcast. I'm here with my guest Stephanie. How are you?
Hi, I'm Stephanie Tejada. How are y'all? How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. So just for everyone watching, what is it that you do? Just a little brief summary.
I'm a comedian. I do stand up. I do content online, sketches, podcasts, different series, different characters. I live stream a lot. I have a few specials out. I did a special with LMAOF. I did a special for Dame Dash's network. Yeah, I was on a reality show called The Bad Girls Club.
Okay.
And I like to produce things. I have a mockumentary that I made with my friend Grace Fraga called The Tias. And
Okay.
yeah, that's actually won a few awards. And right now, I'm editing our pilot.
Fingers crossed.
You know pilots, but I'm editing that like as we speak. And what else? Oh, I'm a wrestling fanatic, and I started a new series called WWT where I recap and like roast wrestling matches. So
Yeah, I
that's
saw that a
I've
bit.
been doing on YouTube. I got my belt right here because I got to recap SmackDown.
That was just last Monday, wasn't it?
No, SmackDown was last night.
Oh, that was last night. Raw was Monday, right?
Friday night SmackDown.
Yeah. So, how did you get into like where does the love for WWE come from and how did that kind of come to be?
It was something that my dad and my uncle kind of introduced me to since I was like 4 or 5 years old. I remember watching it with them in the living room and just being like glued to the television because when you're a kid and you watch it, you don't see stories, you don't see fake. It's like, oh my gosh, these people are really like killing each other. You don't
Yeah.
think, oh, this is obviously a setup when you're that young, you know? So to me, it was very real, very emotional.
You're like, oh my God, Mysterio does it again.
I'm like, here we go again. How many times is the Undertaker gonna get hit? You know what I mean? Like it was stressful. And
Yeah.
so I've always had a passion for it since I can remember, honestly.
Yeah, I don't watch it as much like in my adult years, but growing up, I watched it a lot, like with
Hmm.
Triple H and all the old school wrestlers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Triple
Yeah.
H is the manager now.
Oh, is he now?
Hmm.
I need to do some more research on WWE.
It's gotten messy.
Hence the T.
Hence the T, WWT on my YouTube, the new queen of comedy. Go watch it.
Woo. So I got your contact from Stivana.
Oh, I love Savon. She's so funny. Yeah, we've done a few shows together. She's really sweet.
Yeah, so how long have you guys known each other?
First time I met Savannah, I want to say it was like 3 years ago. I was doing a show at the Laugh Factory, and she came up to me and she told me that she loved me on my Bad Girls Club season. And
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
oh my God, stop, you're so cute, whatever. And I thought she was really funny. She's honestly a really good stand-up. She's very funny.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays there's a lot of comedians who hold back because of how sensitive everyone, and I don't she's not one of those.
Yeah.
And that's why I like her a lot. I respect her as a comic because she's like, laugh or don't.
Yeah. It's your choice. You bought the ticket.
Look.
Yeah, she came on and that was a funny episode. And then but not holding back, it ended up not being allowed to be used for ads because of
Oh
some of the stuff we talked about. But
no. Oh no.
yeah.
I've
Um,
been flagged many a times.
oh, it's so fun, isn't it? So
They banned me permanently from going live on TikTok, but that was because supposedly, look, this was 4 years. I've been permanently banned for 4 years now, okay?
that's ridiculous.
They claimed I was being sexually exploitive because I had on a tank top. Mind you, the tank top I had on, there was like not even any cleavage or anything. It was like a very high tank top. It was a tank top I use for like this modeling thing. It's a very specific cut because I
Mhm.
use it for the modeling gig that I was working that day. Anyway, I've been banned for 4 years. Meanwhile, I see pendejas on there breastfeeding, hold that out, and like nobody cares.
Yeah, it's ridiculous,
It's
honestly.
insane.
It's like, and then X is crazy too now.
Oh, X's, there's no censorship on there.
Yeah. Like, yeah. So how long have you been in comedy? Like, when did you start? What got you into it?
Well, with stand up, it's been I think it's going to be 9 years this October.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, I want to say it's going to be my ninth year this October. And but before that, even like before social media, I used to make
Yeah.
home videos and I would do like impressions and characters and random sketches, like with like an old home recorder video, like the little one that has the little
You gotta
strap
scope
right here, that
it.
little bad boy. And I used to like make sketches at home.
That's pretty awesome. That's a good way to get into it. Like a lot of people don't take the initial steps of like people think that they can just jump into social media without
Yeah, and for
going
me,
through
I think it was just narcissism because it was before social media. It wasn't like
that.
I wasn't trying to make a career. I didn't even like, I was still in grade school, like I'm a child, but it was just something I was passionate about. And I used to love
Yeah.
doing impressions when I was a kid, just anything. Like I had, a few that like my parents would be like, do this one, do that one. And it wasn't even good. It was just funny.
Yeah. Honestly, that's all it takes, right? And I think there is a bit of narcissism that goes into being an entertainer in any regard, right?
I mean, to an extent, you have to have some kind of confidence in yourself and like yourself
Mhm.
enough to put yourself out there. Or you could be like these emo people who's like, who cares? I don't care what's the point.
Yeah.
And people are going to hate on you, but you don't care.
Yeah. I don't think I could do the second one. That second one just sounds awful
I
to
feel like
me.
it's a mix of both for me because I'm low key a big troll. Like my characters are trolly, my live streams are trolly. Like,
Mhm.
so it's like a mix.
It's a good blend. Nice balance.
It's balance, yin and yang.
Yeah. So you said that you've got your WWT
Mm-hmm.
and then you've got your stand up.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get those specials that you've done?
So LMAOF is on a platform called OFTV. It's OnlyFans TV, and they.
Mhm.
So I'm an OnlyFans creator, but I'm a comedian on there.
Okay.
No, nothing crazy on there. I was like one of their first comedians who was like really pushing the comedy agenda,
Mhm.
and I feel like they stole this little special idea from me, low key, because at the time they were doing something called Friday Night Live.
Okay.
And it was like a DJ would play music and they had different acts. And I said, why don't we do a comedy one? And I want to host the comedy one. And then a few months later, they're producing specials.
That sounds like they just ripped you off.
Right. Anyway, and so since I was one of the first comedians, they had written about me a bunch of times. They were like, we want you to do it. And so they just reached out and
That's
it was
pretty
really
awesome.
cool. It was really, very professional. Everyone was so nice. It was the works. And it was at the Ice House.
Okay.
And I think there was like 5 comedians per episode, or 3 comedians per episode. I'm sorry, 3 comedians per episode. And yeah, so you can watch that on OFTV on YouTube, LMAOF episode 27.
Episode 27? Okay.
And I closed the show.
Ooh.
That look, people be like, oh my God, you closed, you the headliner. No, I went last. Like that's it's not,
Pull the short straw.
it can be a big deal, but in
Yeah.
this case, it was just the
It was
order.
just the order. Yeah. Okay. So, and so speaking about OFTV, like how's that been with, like the stigma that people have for OnlyFans and like
Oh, honey, I'm a hooker. I'm a prostitute. I'm doing it all. I'm this, I'm that. I have no morals. I'm fake. How dare you? I don't give a shit. Here's the thing. Before OnlyFans, I was a model and a go-go dancer. And so
Okay.
I'm just monetizing the same things I was doing for less money and for free online. And so
Yeah.
now what I do is I go live on there and I dance. I do like dance workouts and dances on my live streams on there. And then with the photos, I'm like, well, I don't really want to like do modeling like that, but might as well make money from the photos that I do want to post, like
For
I'll post
sure.
one here and be like, go over here to see the rest of them. But it's another like Patreon, even
Yeah.
Instagram has Instagram subscriptions now. It's all just the same thing. It's content with a paywall. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
And so for me, I've always been comfortable, like, being cute and like feminine and like thirst trappy, I guess. That's what you'll see. You'll see like Maxim style thirst trappy things. A lot of comedy. I do a lot of personalized comedy on there too. Like I'll roast my fans. I'll
Oh,
make
really?
rap
Oh.
songs for them. I did something called, because like girls on there, they do the girlfriend experience, and you get like, oh, sexy photos and videos and messages and this. I do the crazy girlfriend experience. And so I'll be like a character, and I'll send like these random messages, audio messages, videos, photos, and it's ridiculous. It's so much fun.
That's
I
so funny
honestly
though.
have a blast on there. Me and I started like, I have like my own little like squad. Like I got all these female comedians. I'm like, come on, guys,
It'll be
let's
fun.
yeah, I'm trying to get more of them. I gotta get Stefana on there.
Oh my God, that'd be funny. So how did you kind of come up with that, like that switch up? Was it just the fact that you were already doing comedy and like it was more of a satire in its own regard kind of thing?
It was really the pandemic. I
Yeah.
started like right smack at the beginning of the pandemic because I had heard from another friend of mine who does comedy. She was like upload we were we were at the improv, and this bitch was eating nachos in the green room and like doing this little bounce thing, recording herself. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, oh, it's for my OnlyFans. I was like, what's OnlyFans? She was like, let me show you. And she showed me.
Hmm.
And she showed me how much money she was making. I said, bitch, and you're not showing, she wasn't showing nothing.
Yeah.
Her thing was eating videos and washing her hands.
Just with a jiggle.
I was like, can you do comedy on there? She's like, you can do anything you want. And so I remember that same night, I was so inspired by her doing this with nachos in the green room and making money at the same time, that I was like, well, I like nachos and making money. So if I could do, my thing on there, why not? And I remember I signed up that same night. And then the
Oh
next
yeah.
day I got the email that I was approved. And it was like, that was my full-time job.
That's pretty
That's
awesome.
because the clubs were closed, everything
Yeah.
was just, you were there. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
it was awful. It
It
was
was
terrible.
horrible. It was chaos. We couldn't practice our craft anymore. You didn't really feel comfortable. Like even if there were some shows that they were like, "Oh, we don't care about COVID." Y'all done. I'm not going. So I just wanted a way to still hone my craft
Yeah.
and make money from it. And then when I ended up making way more money than actually going to comedy clubs, I was like, wait a minute,
What have I been doing?
wait a minute. And that's how it started.
That's pretty awesome. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't really understand that that is a side of it as well. Like everyone just thinks, oh, you're just
You're just
doing
showing
porn.
your balls and doing things. And it's like, no, I even coach people. I coach people, and I have like I have a stand store, which is like you could sell digital products and things.
Hmm.
And I have like ebooks, I have content ideas, I have streaming guides. Like I'm really trying to like show people like, you don't have to do what you don't want to do on there. If you want to do it, then go for it, girl.
Yeah,
But
yeah, more power to
it's
you.
I
But
just really feel like people, it's just a stigma.
yeah,
It's a
that's
stigma.
that's the big thing, right?
I
Everyone
think I
just
see worse stuff on Instagram nowadays. Honestly.
honestly, I've seen some crazy thing. I'm like, how are you not banned?
Yeah. No,
Like,
for real.
oh, and like especially with like from a guy's point of view, I'm like, but dude did half of that shit. They're getting banned for sure.
Okay.
Like coochie half out.
On Insta, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so what's also funny is like these people who like judge you, like a lot of the comedians, like, oh, OnlyFans girls, da 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 da, until they get that call, LMAOF, hey, do you want to be on our special now? They're wearing the merch, even the dudes, they're wearing the sweaters. They're loud and proud OnlyFans guys and girls now.
Well, and those sweaters do look kind of comfy. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
No, look, honestly, they need to send me more free stuff because they really do have really good quality merchandise, and it's honestly very cheap.
Yeah, like the sweaters look puffy.
It's my favorite sweatshirt. I'd be grocery shopping with an OnlyFans sweater. People probably, oh my gosh, number up her butt later. And it's like, no, this is honestly just really cozy.
It's just really comfy shit,
It's so
okay?
comfy.
So like so you've been in comedy for a while, you've been doing this a whole bunch of stuff. Um, kind of like if you were to tell someone who wanted to get into it, like I ask a lot of my guests, what would you say would be like the biggest thing for finding that inspiration and like actually taking the next steps in the initiative to get there?
Well, I feel like it has to come from genuine passion. You know, you can't just be like, I want to be a comedian because it looks like something that is, cool. Like, it's like, are you
Mhm.
passionate about it? Because if you're not, it's going to come across as hacky and you're going to get tired of it. It's a
Yeah.
very, I mean, honestly, even me right now, I haven't been super duper in stand up because the last few shows I had, I had to like let a promoter know, like, where's my money? And I don't like that. I don't like
Oh,
bad
okay.
business. And I've had a couple instances with bad business recently. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do my own productions. Me and
Yeah.
my friend Jacqueline Pissarro, she's a comedian. We're filming our own sketch show and we're trying to get distribution for it. And I think, that it's give and take like anything, but I really feel like it needs to come from a passion.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that passion, just don't even bother. But I would say if you're passionate,
Mhm.
look at some of the people who inspire you. Like I like Jim Carrey, I like Dave Chappelle, I like Lucille Ball. And so I take kind of like this like element of the three and like make a little salad and eat it. And I have little, my comedy is bold like Dave. I'm very goofy and animated like Jim Carrey. And you just take these things that inspire you and put your own twist on it. Don't copy people, don't steal jokes. I hate when people steal jokes. People steal jokes all the freaking time. And it's like, I
Yeah.
can see you, bitch.
I
Like, I can see you, right?
made
Like
that joke like months ago.
you know that, right? I have receipts and like podcasts where I said this first, but it is what it is. It's going to happen. But I would just say try to find inspiration in your favorites
Yeah.
and write a lot. Write a lot. I think, honestly, it's not easy, but live streaming, I've really gotten into live streaming a lot in the past couple of years, has really helped me to be like,
Quick with it.
because I'm responding to these people,
Yeah.
and you get trolls in your lives too. So somebody will be like, oh, da, 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 and I'll be like, bah, 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 roasted. And so now I can come off the fly like quick. And the more you do
Yeah.
things like that, where you're actually like interacting with an audience, it
Mhm.
helps you.
Yeah, for sure. I've heard that from a few people, and there's a lot of comedians who've been getting into live streaming. I've noticed, like as of late,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good platform to kind
Yeah.
of,
Well, I started doing it because on YouTube, to get monetized, you need X amount of watch hours,
yeah.
but the live streams can count towards those watch hours. And so my
Oh, I didn't know
experience is going live, people get to know you. Like I asked, I'm like, why do you guys like watching live streams? And somebody was like, it's like watching a TV show where they talk to you.
that.
And I
Okay,
was
I
like,
think that's a good way to look at it.
oh, that's a really interesting way to look at it. And ever since she said that, I'm like, got it. I need to go live more because
Hmm.
they feel more of a personal connection.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
think
what makes them want to go. And like now I have my regulars, they come to my page and they like all my stuff. They're so loyal, they're the best because of live streaming.
yeah, it grows your other platforms, like you're saying, right? So
Yeah,
like,
that too,
yeah.
for sure.
So you're based out of LA, right?
Yes, I'm in the
Yeah.
well, I'm in the Inland Empire, but
Mhm.
ain't nobody doing comedy out here, so
Yeah.
LA. I just didn't want to live in LA because when I moved out here from Florida, and I remember me and my man were looking for spots like to like, oh, maybe we want to live in the LA or the Hollywood area. There was traffic at a gas station, and I was just like, no,
Yeah. I
no.
live in Toronto now, and I didn't grow up in Toronto. I grew up in a a lot smaller town called London in Canada. But I moved here a couple of years ago, and I was like, "The fuck? Why does it take me 10 minutes to get 2 kilometers?" Like,
It's I wish it took 10 minutes,
and that's a good day.
Yeah, it was just too much, and I
Yeah,
don't. I lived in New York before. I lived in the Bronx. I've lived in Vegas, and I just don't want to be in that
in that cluster fuck of the
just all the
city.
time.
Yeah.
You got crackheads walking around like Call of Duty zombies. Like it's so ridiculous.
It really is, and it's out of hand in a lot of places too. Like
It's
even
so
downtown Toronto's
yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
Like,
It's sad.
and if you live there, like, there's no point owning a car.
There was even a freaking squatter who broke into my apartment complex, and this lunatic put shit on people's doors.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I called him the shit bandit. He was walking around putting shit,
Like actual shit.
like his shit, I'm pretty sure,
I hope
on doors.
so. That's still messed up. That's so
Isn't
gross.
that crazy?
That's nuts.
And I was like, oh, okay.
The fact that you had a nickname for him means that you did this a lot too.
That's
That's
just how I
wild.
think. I don't know why I think like that.
So being in LA, being in the comedy scene, like especially on the like you mentioned the stealing jokes kind of thing, do you find it kind of cutthroat sometimes? And if so, like how do you kind of deal with that?
Um, it's definitely, I feel like the entertainment industry in general is cutthroat. It's very
For sure.
competitive. There's not a lot of people who can genuinely just be happy for someone.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh, I found that out. Once I started doing this, I was like,
no, for
oh, this is where
real.
we're at. Okay.
Yeah, people really be hating for no reason because of their own like timeline where they want to
Yeah.
be. They see like you're doing so,
And they'll cheer you on until they don't.
right. And
Yeah.
so things like that, but also like it happens a lot, it even happens to people in music, but there's people who have a bigger following, a bigger name, bigger connections that they'll get more views and more attention for the same thing you said a year ago, and then it's like it diminishes you saying it.
Yeah.
And so in my eyes, and I also think it's because I have very strong faith.
Hmm.
Like I do believe in Jesus. I pray, and I feel like I'm grown now. I don't need to just go ga, 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 on everybody. Like you want to steal that joke? That's an old joke. I haven't used that joke in 2 years. Fine. I'm not gonna call you out on it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let karma. God, it'll be handled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I'll come up with my own. Like I come up with stuff all the time. So it's annoying, but it's not something that I'm gonna like retaliate on because there's no point.
Hmm.
And so for me, it's like I'll be the bigger person for now. Wait till I get them numbers. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna call
Then I'm
y'all out. I
coming
got a list. I
back.
got my hit list. Now I'm big. Everybody knows Stephanie Tejada. Now I'm gonna call this hoe out. But for now, that's okay. Está bien. Oh, that's
Wash your hands of it. Just
that's
wait.
cool. Maybe we'll use that joke in the future.
Yeah, once you, I, so I've never done comedy, but I do like this podcast thing and social media, and it is just yeah, everyone. You got to watch everyone because you never know what someone's thinking because no
I
one
know
says
this
what they're thinking.
comedian. She's so fun. I don't even want to put her name out there, but she's really funny. She's really good at what she does. I guess one of Nick Cannon's writers or somebody who works for him was at her show and stole her joke like verbatim,
Oh
but
my
from a
God.
male perspective.
Okay, that's messed up.
And then she posted a video of her saying it and Nick Cannon saying it, and it's literally the same exact joke. It's bizarre. And I'm thinking this is why I don't like to work with writers because
Yeah.
poor Nick Cannon probably doesn't know that that joke was stolen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the writer probably said, "Oh,
But
like
the
look, I got
writers are
this."
out here like, oh, can I help you write? Do you need a writer? No, I don't trust y'all. I don't trust none of y'all. I'll book a writer if that is my personal friend that I
Yeah.
know and I trust. And you know what I mean? But no.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta stay away from certain things.
I'm okay on that. I don't think I need writers for my stand-up. Maybe if my series, my little talk shows and pocket, maybe if those things grow to a point where we need a writing staff, but even still, it's gonna be someone I know. It's not gonna be
Yeah.
just some guy with a resume.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because
Who says,
people
"Oh,
be
I
stealing
can write."
jokes. Yeah. People be stealing jokes, people be stealing ideas all the time.
That's crazy. Like I've heard about that in the music scene too, with like
Yeah.
rappers. It's just awful. Like I don't
Yeah.
think I could ever hire a writer for anything because I would just be way too worried that whatever was coming out of my mouth wasn't mine.
Yeah, I have trust issues, okay? And so I don't trust the writers. And then when I see it happening to me and other people, I'm like, I definitely don't trust the writers.
No, I super don't.
Like, girl, it happened to you? We were on the same show. How do I know my joke wasn't taken? Bitch, we were on the same show.
You're just waiting for them to say the
Like,
jokes.
what other jokes is it gonna take, It is what it is. There's also this thing though that I noticed because it happens with me and my friends.
Mhm.
We're like, I think the mind of a comedian, we do sometimes come up with the same premise. And that is something that I feel like it's like the way a comic can think, that we can look at something and see it in the same fucked up way.
Yeah, the same fucked up way and know what's gonna actually land.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
sometimes you might come out with a joke and see somebody else did the same joke and you're like, oh, that's weird. It's not like they stole it. Like it's not the same as like stealing it, but it's like we thought of the same thing. And
Hmm.
that's funny.
That's interesting. I guess it does make sense though, like when you're doing it long enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're almost out of time here.
Okay.
So did you have anything that you wanted to share? Any other things?
Go to Stephanie Tejada on Instagram, YouTube, the new queen of comedy. Links in my profile. I have merch. I have my digital products. If you guys are interested in learning how to, become a social media content creator or live streamer and make money from it. If you're on OnlyFans and you want to get on OnlyFans, but you're like, I don't want to show my parts. I don't want to show that's fine. I can coach. I got a live show August 16th at Skip Town Playhouse. It's gonna be sketch comedy, characters, stand-up music. And yeah, just find me. I'm everywhere and I'm always working.
Perfect. And I'll make sure I throw your links in the description as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Take care, Stephanie.
Bye.